The time is just gone 9 minutes to 10 as we head towards closure on this morning's edition of News and Views with myself, Inayat Wadi, right here on Salam Media. And time now to focus on the Dr. Mes Gilbert tour to South Africa. And Alhamdulillah, he is coming through. He will be landing on the 15th of November. He'll be here for a few days and we will be exposing him, inshallah, to all the major cities in terms of events and campaigns and right across the major cities in South Africa. And as always, one city that we can never ever forget because Pretoria, and really they pull out all stops. I must say, they've got a wonderful group of people, committed group of people led by Abdul Kader Kurta and also many of the other ladies, the Pretoria Muslim Women's Forum as well, pulling out all stops. And we had a wonderful meeting with the core team in Pretoria to organize the event. And that event is going to be taking place on Saturday, which is the 18th of November from 3 to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. And joining me this morning is none other than my brother Abdul Kader Kurta. Abdul Kader, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for having me on your show,
Yes,
Inayat.
Jazakallah, when we were obviously looking at the schedule and the for Dr. Metz Gilbert, and we said obviously Pretoria can never ever be forgotten because Alhamdulillah, you've got such a history, Alhamdulillah, of pulling off these events, in creating awareness, in pulling in the numbers, and also we've seen many fundraising initiatives that have come through out of Pretoria, very, very supportive of the cause as well. And I'm sure, as much as we are excited, Brother Abdul Qadir, you and the Pretoria community are equally excited at the prospects of hosting Dr. Metz Gilbert.
Most definitely. And I must say that our community is a very giving community. And also, with the crisis that's unfolding in Gaza specifically, and of course in occupied Palestine, our hearts are reaching out. And people want to do something. Sometimes you actually feel rather helpless because you feel you're doing nothing or you're not doing enough. But now, when events such as this take place, it's an opportunity to inform people and also to people to come together and show their solidarity for the people of Palestine, and then do their bit by maybe. I understand that Dr. Metz Gilbert is going to try and collect funds for medicine and medical equipment, and we know there's currently sanctions. There's a human rights abuses on behalf of the Israeli regime.
Yes, I think we have lost Abdul Qadir Kurta. For some reason, he has been disconnected, but we will try and get a hold of him. I'm sure he will reconnect very, very shortly. And as Abdul Qadir Kurta mentioned, Dr. Mes Gilbert coming here with a specific purpose to educate, to inform. And Dr. Mes Gilbert has actually made it very, very clear as well as part of his visit. He wants to meet a cross section of South African society from all walks of life. He wants to meet people, in the solidarity movement, but at the same time, we want to expose him to many, many other people and events during his stay here in South Africa. Abdul Qadir, you're back with us. Abdul Qadir, sorry, you got cut off, and obviously, you were talking about Dr. Mes Gilbert. We were talking about the fundraising initiative as well, but also at the same time, this is a man who is high profile. He is world renowned. He knows Gaza in and out. He knows almost every inch of the Al Shifa hospital and some of the other hospitals. And there's been a lot of focus on the hospitals, the all these allegations that these are command centers for Hamas. And he's basically debunked all of that on international media. And I'm sure a lot of that will also come out here in South Africa, where he will bring the reality on the ground because he's been where there have been previous genocide that have been committed. He's been around for 4, 5 of them, and he knows exactly what is taking place. So that alone in itself is going to be a source, a source of information coming firsthand. And this is no lie. This is from someone who's been there. Abdul Qadir, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Inayat. I
All
lost
right.
you for a moment there. but
Yes,
nevertheless, I can hear you loud and clear now. Inayat, you know, I think if you need to go to the beginning. I mean, Israel has been created on a lie. It's a colonial project, uh, and they've been lying through their teeth. It's created by terror, by expelling Palestinians, stealing their land, and this continues to date. And this is exactly what's it's part of the plan that's continuing in Gaza now, for whatever reason it is. But uh, the thing is that we need people like Dr. Metz who have been working with the people of Gaza, who have been working with the people of Palestine, and you know we have to give the true narrative. Of course, the Zionists have taken on board mainstream media, uh, the governments, USA, Europeans, and everybody's touting the same line that these people are the victims, the Zionists are the victims, riding on the Holocaust vehicle, unfortunately. Bad things happen. Nazis were cruel. So, but we're seeing the same thing in Gaza. The same thing, the same crimes being perpetuated against the people of Palestine. So there's no difference between Nazis and Zionists. And they use this victimhood and then everybody's got to cry, false tears. And they keep on sending out this narrative that the Palestinians are terrorists and so on and so forth. So I think meeting Dr. Gilbert will be rather refreshing. He comes from there. He knows what he's talking about. And I think it'll be a good educational visit as well, as far as Dr. Metz is concerned. And at the same time, we can contribute towards the medicine and the medical equipment that is required and will be required, inshallah.
well, inshallah. Now, let's just talk about the event itself. As I mentioned, it's taking place on the 18th in Lodium from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. The venue is going to be the Al Ghazali College venue as well, inshallah. And I'm sure preparations are well underway, Abdul Qadir, with you and your team in Pretoria.
Yes, yes, we have a very vibrant ladies groups in our area, and I must be honest, they do most of the spade work. They do most of the hard work, and they have a wide network, and people will come out in their numbers, inshallah. People, like I said, people are interested in knowing what's really happening. This will be an more or less an eyewitness account, and also. They want to participate. They want to do something for Palestine. We've had numerous events in and around Pretoria with other partners and political parties. And I must say that people have really come out in their numbers to support this cause.
Well, Alhamdulillah, and we know we can say it with absolute certainty, inshallah, that the people will embrace this project as well, with Dr. Metz Gilbert coming through, inshallah. And I know, again, it will be a huge success, Alhamdulillah. But Jazakallah to people like yourselves and the women's groups that you speak about, people like Zainab and Hafsa, and all of them that have actually gone the extra mile. So much hard work, so much effort. And I think for us at Salam Media, Alhamdulillah, to be able to partner with people like yourselves and all the other supporting organizations. It just makes our task easier as a media organization, and for someone bringing Dr. Metz Gilbert to South Africa. But also, it's a collaboration. And we must say Jazakallah to all of you as well for partnering with us. And inshallah, we're looking forward to a highly successful tour and also the event in Pretoria as well.
We wish you all the success and bouquets to you guys for making the effort to bring people like this to our shows, where we can engage with them and I spoke to the Palestinian ambassadoress, and she's really looking forward to sharing the platform with Dr. Metz Gilbert, and there are some other personalities also that we've invited, and they all want to meet Dr. Max, get the real news out there, and highlight the plight. I think this is important. We need to highlight the plight of the people of Palestine. One can just imagine the terror and the trauma that these people are going through. I mean, the deaths of men, women, and children. We're facing a merciless, cruel, inhuman enemy in the form of a Zionist. And I mean, and what is so sad is that they are being ably supported by the neighbors, um, so-called Muslim regimes that surround this neo-colonial outpost, which is called Israel, and we're finding it difficult to even penetrate through this channels. But nevertheless, inshallah, this is time of steadfastness, of patience, of valor, of courage. And inshallah, good things will come out of this. And I think this is part and parcel of the good things that I'm talking about.
Well, inshallah, Ameen, and Jazakallah khairan so much once again for your time and also for reaching out to people like the Palestinian ambassador, inshallah. And I'm sure that we will see a lot more as the days go by. And once the advertising goes out, the posters, all of that as well, inshallah,
Yes,
we will obviously create more of that awareness. And what more importantly, these are going to be free events, so people can come
yes,
in their numbers. And
yeah.
this is important also to mention that it is open to everyone to come and
Open to the
inshallah.
public at large. Yeah,
Yes, yes. But once again, Jazakallah to you and your team, and we certainly
pleasure.
will continue. We'll touch base closer to time as well, Abdul Qadir. But for now,
Inshallah.
we thank you again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Abdul Carter Kurta joining us, and this is part of the Pretoria organizing team for the Dr. Metz Gilbert tour to South Africa, and Pretoria in particular will be taking place on the 18th from 3 to 6 p.m. We've got him coming through on the 15th, and on the which is on the Wednesday. The Wednesday there is going to be an evening program, and that is going to be hosted out here in on Monday in Johannesburg. There are going to be quite a few engagements on the Thursday as well, the 17th, the big event in Durban at the NMJ Hall, and that is on the Friday evening. The 18th, as I mentioned, is going to be in Pretoria. 19th, Port Elizabeth. 20th is going to be in Cape Town. Now, this is a schedule for Dr. Mes Gilbert, and in between, there's going to be a lot more exposure. There's going to be press conferences. He's going to be meeting certain prominent people. There are going to be media engagements, and particularly getting Dr. Mes Gilbert and his message out even into the mainstream media. And we do encourage all organizations to assist us, to be partner with us as well, to support this initiative. So please contact us here at Salam Media. You can contact even our COO, Ponti Molatsani, who is heading the project on behalf of Salam Media. And with that, I'm going to be signing off. Next up is going to be the recitation of the glorious Quran, Juz 24 by Sheikh Yasin Al Dosari. So from myself and the team here at Salam Media, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.